bits and pieces of it, yes.
We
Hello,
talked
and
about
welcome back to the Gamer's Tale. I am Trent Gamer. I'll be your DM for this evening, and we once again follow our party in these forbidden catacombs of the Lumbian civilization. Last time, they had been abandoned by their guide, Sledge, the warforged, wrapped in burlap, oddly enough, after they encountered an elven ranger from underground who had left with them a bard by the name of Taj Thod. Proceeding deeper into the along the main highway of the Lumbian civilization, they encounter two more of these sinister scarecrows, and manage to find a small room filled with mystery meat, shall we say, that the druid partook of. And after doing that, they found a number of moderately magical items and stumbled into a long series of hallways and rooms filled with traps and danger and all the good things you find in D&D. And we'll pick up there in the room filled with a golden statue of a thieves' god that heals wounds and a dead zombie at their feet. Here we go.
The best kind of zombie.
I mean,
Technically,
aren't
they're
all
already
zombies dead though? Yeah.
They were dead, but then they're alive again somehow or other.
It's dead, undead, dead. Can you bring them back a second time? That's weird. Anyway,
Some might be able to.
Find out.
that's what I'm here for.
There is. Okay, so it's still warmer than it was during in the highway, and you're all spread. Why are you in the wall?
Still have my green circles covering my blue square.
Okay, I don't see that.
What are you talking about?
I don't see that at all.
So I can't like swivel myself. Whoops.
Click on it and which way do you want to be facing?
So that just turn me around.
I want to face the front.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
All right. So we got that door up there in the top right. Has anyone checked that out yet?
I don't think we have.
No, because we were after Frederick prayed at the statue to heal his wounds after that thing was dead. I think that's where we immediately stopped. I don't recall checking it.
Okay, well, let's go check out the door then. What kind of check do you want?
You just a regular search check.
So
Should be investigation here.
investigation.
Okay, it's a standard wooden door. Not really anything. It's kind of rather solid looking, but it's compared to all the other doors that you've been encountering, it doesn't look like this is the strongest door in the dungeon.
I'm gonna push on it, see if it opens.
It appears to be stuck.
Crowbar.
Okay, strength check.
Do you want strength save or a strength straight check?
Just a straight roll for strength.
16.
Pop. The door groans as on its hinges, and you're able to break open the door.
Kicking the door to the dinosaur. Sorry, I have problems that we can't even begin to talk about today.
Oh yeah.
The Kool-Aid Man. Don't get me started.
With it staying in the back, thank you. All right, guys. Do we keep going like up, or do we go down?
Let's go down for a little bit, and if it doesn't end soon, we go up.
Okay.
I feel like down too. I can't say that because I'm a wolf.
Oh.
No, no, Superman is not here. Everyone's getting sued.
I hope not.
Pretty much, yeah. So as you go through these tunnels, you notice that they are kind of like think of a solid dark marble, but a little bit rougher, not as
Polished.
fancy, yeah, polished or fancy, but it's definitely good stonework. And every so often, there's these small globes of witchlight that are pretty much in the place of torches, but are not enough to make it so that like you can see for large distances. It's more like a very poorly dimly lit highway with that one what's it called? A single
Streetlight.
street light, yeah. Just there. It's just like
What?
it's kind of nice, but it's also kind of not.
I still have the light spell on my sword, don't I?
Yes.
If you don't, I can just recast it.
Let's
I'm
just
assuming it's being
yeah.
auto recast every time.
Okay,
It,
because it
like,
only lasts for like an hour or however long it does.
yeah.
And just point of order. I'm keeping my eyes open, looking for anything suspicious looking.
Okay.
Poison darts, traps, stuck doors, wooden portcullises.
A wall that just seems suspicious.
And I will use my keen senses to try to notice things. I noticed that fart.
Just the smell just reaches your wolfen nostrils. You're like,
Sneeze a little bit.
As you reach this bend, you notice that there is a skeleton hanging from the wall by chains, like up off the ground. Not necessarily crucifix style, but
Can I give him a little poke with the sword with light on it? Just poke, poke, poke.
a leg falls off.
Okay, but it doesn't like freak out or anything on me. Okay,
No, it doesn't.
Or like come to life or give us the finger.
keep moving.
I take the femur.
I figured.
You notice there's a cutout in the floor at the next turn.
What do you mean a cutout?
It is probably it's large enough for somebody to possibly fit down into. It's just kind of very narrow shaft. Not
right.
necessarily like a hatch, but it's just probably about shoulder width.
Lundgren,
Hmm.
could you cast a light on one of my bolts? And I'm gonna send it down the little hole thing.
All right. Light, I snap my fingers.
Yay!
Shoot
All
it
right.
down the hole.
There is a small chamber down below you, and it, from where you can see, it appears to be empty.
I want to listen. Do I hear anything in the chamber moving? Excuse me, apologize. Moving around or anything like that?
Not really. All you can really hear is the sound of the people standing around you and the breathing of your comrades. There's nothing down there in the corner in this small room that you can actually hear.
And how far did it look down when I shot my arrow? My bolt, excuse me.
It was maybe 10 feet. It kind of looks like there's little cutouts in the wall. That kind of look like footholds and handholds.
I really want to go down there. What do you think, guys?
There's snake holes.
But those are big snakes.
Yeah. I kind of want to go down there too, just because I'm curious. But curiosity and all that.
We have the rope of climbing. Me and you could go down. The other two
Okay.
could stand watch up here. We go down, check it out real quick, come right back up.
I forgot about that rope. Okay.
All right, Trent. I think me and Lundgren are gonna go in the hole.
Okay.
That sounds like such a bad idea.
You slowly climb down the.
Would we even climb down, or would it just like lower us?
Oh, you're using there. You're not using the footholds. You're just using the rope of climbing.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So,
Using
you majestically lower yourself using this magical rope down into the dark, moderately lit area that has the light spell bolt on it, and
dodge action.
you reach the bottom. You know how cats kind of just like land on their feet and they act like look around to see if anyone saw that they messed up, and there's nothing readily visible. There is a small pile of objects in one of the corners of the corridor or this little passage.
So
It's not a passage. It's a small room.
It's
Okay.
like a small room with a pile of unidentified stuff in it and the two of us. That's it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Longering, can you cast that light spell and get back on my stuff just so we can see
Okay.
more clearly? Because it would have ended it if you put it on the arrow.
Snapping my fingers, indeed.
Thank you.
The small room is lit up with bright light, and you see just a small pile of kind of art objects, about 5 of them, kind of stacked in the corner,
Like
up against the wall, not in a corner, but by the wall.
I just want to take a.
paintings or sculptures or
Just like miscellaneous little carvings. They seem to be worth something. Estimate tens of gold. Not really expensive, but not necessarily cheap either.
That's all that's in this little room.
Yeah, just 5 art objects. This little, one of them kind of looks like a small scarecrow. Other ones kind of look like little temples. But
You know what?
that's it's kind of nice looking wood and stone. Really good craftsmanship on these things.
Longren, do you get any kind of bad idea about these?
maybe I could cast an Arcana check on them or something. Let's see. Arcana.
They are made out of wood, stone, and possibly bone.
What about me? No?
Uh,
History, maybe? Anything like that?
Ooh, we could do like a religion
make
check,
a-
maybe.
you can make a religion or history check depending on what you want.
I'll take history. Fuck.
They
History.
they were made sometime in the past.
History, I actually have a bonus in, even though I'm not very intelligent, so I'll give it a shot.
I do too.
Okay, so you're familiar with kind of
I've got 4.
religious iconography. These seem to be just kind of like little mementos people have carved. They either think they were cool or they like have them for their own purposes, but these don't really seem like very. What's the word I'm looking for? They're not like the
Not
official.
votive.
They're not official. Like
They're
we're
not
gonna keep these
canon.
in a temple. These are more like knickknacks that somebody thought was cool.
So it's something somebody carved for fun, not like a religious idol or votive something or a knickknack.
These are well carved. They're
Well carved.
they
Okay.
could be worth some money if you were to sell them. They're just not like gonna suck your soul out in your sleep or something.
Okay, that was the next
Take
thing.
'em.
I was going to ask if they were cursed. That's the next thing I was going to ask you. If they're not cursed and nobody else is here, I mean,
I'm pretty
I
sure by
suggest
law
we
they are.
pocket them. What do you think?
We will take them and see if we can find the rightful owners.
Oh, okay, sure.
Got to keep that good bit in there.
Mhm.
They say like in this ancient civilization that no one's supposedly been in here for years.
We've got to put the good in chaotic good.
And if you don't find the person in 30 days, it's yours.
Yep.
This is true. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Who, me and him?
Yes.
If there's nothing here and we looked at everything, like no hidden anything or other passages or switches or stuff,
Yeah,
I guess we just climb out.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is if we could just do one more investigation check, just make sure everything is touched, tabbed, and tapped.
Yeah, you can make one more investigation check to go do another once over the room. The room exists, and there is a way out.
I am on fire tonight.
Forgot where the way out was for a second.
Oh my god.
This is impressive. I cannot wait for combat.
Neither can I.
Okay, what about me?
This is a well-constructed stone room. Everything seems to be well fitted together. If there is mortar between it, it's very minimal, and it's a small kind of. You get the feeling it's not like a storage room, but it would definitely have nothing else in it.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's keep on a rolling then.
All right, so
Back
you
about
climb
the
up,
hole.
out of the hole. And I'm assuming make
Hey,
no
guys.
mention of the religious objects you just took.
Oh, I was just gonna say, hey guys, it seems like we found some semi-valuable objects.
Does anyone worship? Would I recognize any of these religious iconography?
Roll a religion check.
Fuck. Hey, that's okay. I got a 10. That's medium.
Okay, so as you gather from like the research that you've been listening to with and Lundgren, which you don't always have to roll all the same checks each and every time.
Okay.
From the study that you've been doing quickly of the Lumbian civilization, you realize that some of these are possibly depictions of some of the local temples or temples that had previously existed, and one of them is of the one that looks like a scarecrow, which is in kind of a more darker wood, kind of almost like an ebony, but with less seams, is of Abster.
Okay. Well, I guess no one here worships any. None of our party worships these people, so we'll just hold on to them for right now. Just tell them we got them, and we can figure out what to do with them later.
Okay. The only reason why I rolled that check because I thought if one or the other of us rolled higher, then you could tell us all both or both of us more information.
It's kind of game in the system, but I'll allow it.
Isn't that the name of the game though? When it comes to D&D,
This is true,
min max and see what you can get away with.
pretty much.
I'm gonna assume that's a dead end. I'm just gonna come down here and take a look just in case.
It looks like a set of walls.
Thank you.
Oh, walls? No way.
Not in the underground.
I'm down to this one. Oh, it keeps going. Dead end now. Walls again.
Yeah,
Okay.
that doesn't really seem to be much. There's just like one little witchlight orb at the end, just kind of like, this is the end. You're stuck here.
To taunt you.
In one of the couple of the walls, there seems to be several holes cut into the sides. As you look into them, there seems to be just kind of like built-in shelving. There's not really much on them. Not even cobwebs, really.
Okay, still just walls.
Just walls and some holes cut in the wall.
All right. For expediency, just gonna say we run back up through here, back to the crossroads. Boo.
Yeah.
Where did the wolf go? He's gone.
He's back at the.
He hasn't followed you. I'll
They're
just
up
move you
there.
guys up to. There we go.
This is not good on the laptop. There we go. Thank you.
So why are we? Oh, it was dead end.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that.
So you make your way back past the small corridor, or keep on the small hole in the floor that leads down to a small room, and make your way back up to the crossroads.
All right, let's keep going the other way now.
As you pass along this area, you hear the sound. What sounds like knocking through one of the walls. It's like something's walking and hitting up against something. It's not very consistent, but it's loud enough for you to hear.
Through stone.
Through stone.
That sounds a little rough. What am I doing? The wizard's armor class is better than mine.
Wait till I find some studded leather.
That'll be awesome.
I had my. I used to play a forged cleric.
As you turn the
we had-
corner, you see there are a series of holes right at that bend that you walk into. Very small, very narrow. You've seen something like this before earlier when a dart trap had gone off in the corridor.
Okay. So.
As you get closer to it, you hear
Oh crap!
you hear the sound like something is broken, like a spring is done, and whatever trap was there is probably just died with age.
Okay, because I was going to start shooting arrows at the floor tiles.
Excuse me.
And once again, just keep my eyes open for anything wonky.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'm gonna say safely that if we continue to go upwards, yeah, okay, dead end. Just quickly, just because, just walls.
Just
Ben,
walls.
Okay.
Okay, just walls.
Come down here to the dead end. Just walls.
You pass another one of those strange holes in the floor that you had found
Oh.
the objects in.
All right. Who wants to go down in the hole with me?
I already did it last time, and so I'll do that again. No problem. Yeah.
I
All right.
pick up my paw and look at it and look back at him.
You can't fit, but you're gonna have to change back. All right, down in the hole.
All right, down the hole, you find really not much of anything worth noting. It seems to be a little dusty in here, and there's just like some clay pots that, when you look into them, are very empty.
Oh,
Oh,
I was gonna
okay.
smash 'em. Never mind. All right, turn the corner, back up, I guess.
As you get to the end of the corridor, you're suddenly pulled against the southern wall by your necklace, and it just leaps out of your arm and just chong, like it's a giant. There's a giant magnet connected to the wall.
I'm gonna fill on the wall. Is there any kind of button I can press?
There, you get the feeling that there is a seam just around where there's a door.
Okay. Looking around for any kind of like hole I could put the necklace into, the amulet.
There is what appears to be like just to your right, kind of a strange, almost different shaped piece of stone in one of the parts of the wall.
Touch the amulet to it.
Nothing happened. Oh, you actually can't even pull it off of the door.
Oh, so he's got his nose pressed against the door now.
Pretty much. You might
Um,
have 6 inches of clearance between your face and this door.
Can I reach over and just push the stone that's weird looking?
Yes, you can.
I do that.
It has just a level of resistance, like a really, really stiff kind of keyboard key, but larger. And it goes into the wall, and you hear a series of pulleys and mechanical devices. And the necklace goes limp, and the door pops open. And as it does so, what I can only describe as an enormous cloud of almost kind of like glitter, but less shiny, pours out of it and fills the entire hallway. And you hear, well, more adventurers.
Crap.
I keep looking for things. You'll join my party soon enough. I'll let my followers know that you're here. And after it disappears into more sinister laughter, that huge cloud just kind of dissipates, and you see a. I just gotta make a little door thing, and the door appears and opens, and inside is another chamber.
All right. Before I enter the room, I want to ready an action. With my light, to take a shot at anything that seems hostile towards me.
Okay, so you've readied an action. If you go in and you see anything that looks hostile, you're gonna shoot it.
Hostile towards me.
Okay. All right, you go in and you're first seeing this large kind of dais right in the middle of the room, and on it you see the suit of armor on another one of those cross-leg shapes that are on your necklace, and it's stretched down there. It has this tabard that's dark gray borders, light gray inside, and it has the same symbol on it in black in the center. And there are various items and implements just piled at the foot of this thing, like it is in of itself is a small altar. And as you're doing that, you notice movement behind it, and a large
What the?
ogre skeleton appears from behind it.
I'm gonna throw my
I'm gonna go
hammer
ahead and
at it.
shoot. I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot.
Okay.
I'm throwing my hammer. Let me see. Oh, I got the wrong clicky thing. Here we go.
All right. You throw your hammer, and it just wishes by the head of the skeleton, and it senses that it went there, and it just chatters at you since it can't really speak.
What about my crossbow? Does it hit?
The crossbow just goes right into one of its arm or area of the arm, and it hisses. Roll for damage.
7.
7. Okay. Take 7 points of damage. If you would just cooperate, I can put that in there. Thank you, game. All right. Let's roll for initiative.
Please be high. 13. I'll take it. That's decent.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh,
You go, Tread
damn it.
Scala.
Gotta love the bonuses for that quarterstaff.
It's okay, Lundgren. It's okay.
I just got to remember to pick my hammer up before we leave.
Oh, you better do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't throw hammers. They work best when you hit people with them. Just in your hands.
Okay. 24. 24 is Dread Scala. 19 for Yowen. Uh, okay, just looking at that. And it is 13 for Frederick. Can't remember the name of the party that I've been trying to kill this entire time. How horrible. All right. And a 3 for Lundgren. Okay, top of the round. Tertskala, what are you doing?
Alrighty. Gonna go right up to it. I'm pretty sure I have enough movement for that.
Oh yeah, this is like being locked in a small jail cell with a bear.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
I've
a
got 50 feet movement anyway as a wolf, so I'm good. So I'm gonna come up to its side, and I'm going to try to bite it.
Okay. You manage to bite it. You just take a hold of one of its lower femurs. Roll for damage.
Okay. It also needs to make a DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone.
Okay.
good damage.
That's nice.
Wolf bites are pretty strong. I found that out.
Okay. It was a strength save of 13, you said?
13, yes.
So you take a hold of its leg, and you just pull it out, and it collapses onto the ground, and seems very confused by this turn of events, and it kind of hurtles on its back and just kind of flails some of its limbs as you have a hold of its lower leg and release.
I snarl and end my turn.
Okay. Yowen, it's your turn.
All right. One spell a turn, right?
One spell with a casting time of an action and a cantrip of a bonus action, technically.
Oh, we can do cantrip of a bonus action.
You know,
Rules as written.
Okay.
That it's up to the DM ultimately.
That's fine. Remember that you also have that new scimitar as well.
right? Yeah, I gotta test that out. I've got this blade song stuff, and I haven't quite figured. When provided blah. You can use a bonus action to start the blade song, which lasts for 1 minute. You can also dismiss blade. While your blade song is active, you gain the following benefits. You gain a bonus to your AC equal to your intelligence modifier. So that's probably better than mage armor. My walking speed increases 10 feet. You have an advantage on dexterity, acrobatic. You gain a bonus to any constitution. Okay, so I'm going to activate that, and it, each round is like, what, 6 seconds?
I believe it is. So it lasts for 10 rounds, which is an eternity in this kind of combat.
Right,
Yep.
okay. All right, so I'll activate that, which brings my AC to 16.
Okay. Sneaky.
All right, so AC 16. Yeah, I don't know if I. It was 1d6 plus 2. So is that to hit and the damage, or just the damage?
I think it's to hit and damage.
To hit and okay.
If it's how plus weapons work.
All right, I'm gonna run up to the ugly fucker.
Okay, since he is prone, you have advantage.
Okay, so roll 20 plus 2. That's right.
Okay, you managed to hit him.
Okay. Uh-oh, damage, right. Hey.
Right, so you swing in and you cut off with this mighty stroke. You cut off a bit of its shoulder bone. Kind of, it's still functional, but it's now missing a large sliver of it from its coat, and it just rolls over and kind of clutches at it, and it takes 8 points of damage.
Nice. Alrighty.
Okay, that end your turn.
Yeah.
All right. The ogre skeleton rolls to its knees and stands up, and it takes its large club and let's see, what does it do? Takes its large club in its hand and manages to the small furry thing that tripped it up is going to roll an attack on that
Okay.
and swinging its great club. What's your AC? It's 12. 15. So 12 misses, and it just in its blind anger, just you feel the wind swoosh over your head and tickle your fur as it just impacts right next to you. This massive club
Scale.
that it's wielding.
I'm a scaled wolf.
I keep
That's
forgetting
not
that. I'm looking.
terrifying.
Okay, is now Frederick's turn.
I'm gonna charge in, do my thing with the long sword.
Okay,
Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
That's 5 points of damage.
Okay,
Second hit, that's 21.
that does also hit.
It's another 5 points. This guy seems pretty big. Can I go ahead and burn my action surge?
You can.
All right, awesome. Long sword. I don't think
That does
11's
not
gonna
hit.
Okay.
All right, so you rush in, swinging your long swords. Cut. One lands on its chest and cuts rather deeply. The other one cuts just as deep with the second stroke. But the third time that you bring around the sword, it just kind of you roll the cut off of one of its arms, and it doesn't do anything, and it recoils from the strikes that you landed on it, and it hisses at you.
Wow.
All right. Ready to go.
Okay, Lundgren, it's your
How
turn.
tall is this throne?
It's
thing?
not a throne.
Or
It's
an
probably it's about 10 feet.
So
10
okay,
to 15 feet.
so if I move in front of it, my view of this ogre thing would be blocked.
Kind of. There's a lower dais that's probably about 5 foot high, and then there's another 10 feet on top of it with the kind of crucified armor on it.
Okay. So I wouldn't want to move in front of that. I'm trying to figure out how to move around so I don't hit anybody who's not meant to be hit. Let's see. So each of these is 5. 5, 10, 15. What's my movement distance? 30 feet.
It's
Okay,
about
so
25 feet from you to the secret door, or actually from wall to wall, and that's about 30.
okay, so if I could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and be okay?
25, yeah, 25 would get you right about there.
All right, so I'm going to level 3, so that's 3 slots. I'm going to expend one of my slots here to cast. Let's see. Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Let's see.
Rolled it. That does hit.
Okay, so 1d12.
If you click the name, it should roll it for you.
You did that wrong. I didn't know if it rolled only to hit or if it rolled damage too.
Yeah, no. If you click the name after you roll a hit, it'll roll the damage for you. If you have it set up appropriately.
Okay.
Okay. So you go in there, and the arcane energy buzzes on the end of your fingertips, and the witch bolt shoots out and just hits it right upside of its head, singeing the left hand side of its face, and it takes 11 damage and is extremely pissed. It reels back in pain. It doesn't seem to be doing too good, and its jaw just kind of hangs to one side as the left-hand mandible has been detached and is just kind of hanging there.
Nice.
Oof.
Okay, top of the round, Tread Scala.
All right. I'm going to take another bite, and because of pack tactics, this is at advantage.
Okay. That does hit.
All right. It has to make another saving throw or be knocked prone again.
Okay,
I
14
forgot
damage.
it was standing up.
All right, so you lunge at it, and you're overexcited by the thrill of the hunt, and you leap up very high, and you latch onto the back of its all the way around its vertebrae and its neck, and you just bite down and this horrible crunching noise, and its head just kind of goes limp, and it collapses into a pile of bone and cloth.
Nice.
Whoa.
I keep chewing at the bones.
Nom, 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 nom.
Oh yeah. Go Tread.
Okay.
And shake him around, make him look like a puppet.
I
It's a
grabbed my
little
hammer.
big. Okay, you pick up your hammer.
I got my hammer back.
Yay!
I didn't want to leave without it.
All right. So this armor,
hmm
what is it?
It is standard plate armor. The tabard seems to be a different thing. It's been draped over it. There is a sword and a shield there as well, and a pile of various items.
What
You
kind of item?
find a necklace, a small kind of box. I want to say larger than like a mint box, but pretty good size. A gnarled stick of wood. It looks like it's carved, and it is also dark in color, and it looks like it has a hand carved into the bottom, like it's holding like I want to say like a wine glass or something, kind of like holding it up like this. And there is a small scroll and two vials of
The scroll, what does it say?
it's a magic scroll.
Let's. Does anyone have an identify?
I do.
Let's take a breather, and let the wizard do some identifying on stuff.
Yay.
Awesome.
Okay.
He should be able to cast it as a ritual.
Which means it takes like an hour?
It takes 10 minutes for
Okay.
identify,
10
but
minutes.
he
Okay.
doesn't. But he doesn't use any of his spell slots to do it.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, right. Wow, I didn't know that.
So
Yeah.
let's say it takes you for all the items that you find. It takes you about just over an hour to identify them all. There's a scroll of protection,
That should definitely go to the wizard.
Mm-hmm.
a potion of clairvoyance,
I still think wizard for that one.
potion of mind reading,
I'm not getting all this.
I got it. I'll let you know.
All right, thanks.
an eternal wand of ray of enfeeblement. It has 2 uses per day.
I'm sorry. Scroll. I'm sorry.
The scroll of protection.
Potion of clairvoyance.
Mm-hmm. Potion of mind reading.
Okay.
An eternal wand of ray of enfeeblement.
Pen sucks.
Yes, 2 uses per day.
Okay.
Dust of illusion.
Ooh. Okay.
An eagle claw talisman.
Eagle claw?
Eagle claw, yes. The Yoan tells you that from his ability to, it gives a +5 on attacking objects.
Okay.
The tabard, actually, in and of itself, is magical as well. The plate body or the armor, the plate armor is not magical. The tabard is the tabard of the Order of Ethod.
And can you spell that?
ETHOD.
Any details on that, or?
It is. It is rather. It is magical. It grants the wearer low light vision.
Oh, hey. That's pretty cool.
And the Righteous Avenger longsword is the one that's with it. It is a standard size longsword. It does 1d8 damage, but it also does 1d6 force damage as an extra bonus.
Nice.
Sounds like Frederick should get that thing.
That's 1d6, you said? Force?
1d6. Yes, 1d6 force.
Okay, so who does not have low light vision?
You.
Oh, just me?
I was gonna say, as an elf, Yoan has it. As a don't know, as an elf.
Does lizard folk? Does lizard folk have low light vision, or is that something else?
I don't believe I do.
Oh,
But when I
okay.
transform, I get it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Also, it's been an hour, so I lose my wild shape. I'm no longer a wolf,
No.
but I am still chewing on the bones.
Yeah, I'll pull your representation over for you. Come on. Right. Let's put that over there. Whoop. As you see the scaly wolf just back into druid formed lizard man.
Tread, you're back.
Yep. As
Hey.
I'm in the middle of biting a bone.
He just sits there. You kind of catch him. You just see how like when a dog's chewing on something, just stops and kind of looks at something. It's like he resumes biting onto it some more.
Just
Yep. Let's see if there's any other items that you found.
All right. I don't want to sound like the guy that's trying to take everything, but I'm the only one that can use plate armor, I believe.
I
Mhm.
can't use that stuff.
I don't think anyone else can.
Okay.
He's
I
a
mean,
druid.
you literally just gave
President.
most of this stuff to the wizard.
Yeah.
Well, he
I'm
is the
pretty
magic
sure.
guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, we have a sorcerer as well.
He's a warlock
Oh,
and a
my
druid.
bad.
And a druid.
Well, druids, I always consider them a little different.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd wanted to give Frederick the armor and sword, I would say no matter what, because he's got a proficiency, and I'm pretty sure that nobody else can use plate armor here. because Yon and I have leather, and for druids, I thought that was a no-no.
Yeah, metal's
It,
a
interf-
no.
it interferes with the wild shape.
Okay, so and it's plate armor, so
So that's just standard stats for that.
Plate is some good armor.
Is I have an improved version of it for my paladin. It's fantastic.
All right. Who wants the wand?
What was that? Wand of enfeeblement?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Concentration, 60 feet. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength.
Yeah, I could probably use it.
Okay.
and you said 2 uses a day?
Yeah, 2 per day.
Yes, it. I think it's 1d2. At sunrise.
Does anyone want the Eagle Claw Talisman?
Now, what does that do again?
+5 to attack objects. Right?
Yeah.
Like stuff
Yeah,
like doors and walls?
hmm
Hmm.
I will point out that it would also not work well with your true sight necklace of true sight, since they both are both magical items.
True.
Oh. So they would since they go in the same slot, they would conflict?
Yeah, you have to have I'm going by the 3.5 version where it's a ring on each hand, a necklace, a hat, something or
Headgear, a cape,
head.
boots, a belt, pants.
Yeah, it's
I'm wearing
that,
pants?
but you can't wear like two magical things on one hand, or two magical rings on one hand. They interfere with each other.
Okay, so I'll
Okay.
throw everything. Does anyone want the tabard?
What can I use that at all?
What?
A tabard is like a surcoat. It's like a shirt you wear over armor to help identify who you are.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it gives you low light vision.
Hmm. I'm pretty sure you should take that.
Okay.
Because if the only discernible benefit is low light vision, most of us here already have. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have dark vision. I think it's some kind of a setup, a little
Okay.
different.
I just posted everything into the chat.
Cool.
I figured the wizard would take the 2 potions, the wand, and I guess the scroll of protection because he could copy that into a spell book.
Yes.
And then whoever wants the Dust of Illusion and the Eagle Claw Talisman, they're up for grabs.
What is dust of? Is it like invisibility? Oh no, wait, illusion. That's right. Is that one use?
I think it has like 6 uses.
But they don't regenerate.
They might. It's been a while since I looked at the Dust of Illusion.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm thinking with the Eagle Claw Talisman, if Frederick wants to be the one who's always hitting doors and stuff.
Well, I can't use it with my current necklace.
Oh, that's right. Somebody else has to do it. Okay. Oh,
Our druid could use it.
yeah.
I-
Oh, I forgot
I
about
do
that.
get
It's
up
not
close
all
and
right.
personal.
Okay.
All right, I'll go.
I totally forgot about that. Okay.
In the push of battle, the rush of battle, you now notice after everything died down, while the what's the hell? While Jan was looking up at things, you notice that there is this very large, kind of sculpted face on the western side of the room, and it's kind of shadowy in there and rather foreboding. It's very looks like a very large screaming demon, very similar to the one that you had encountered when in the illusion that Guto had used, or Guta had used when you came down the mine shaft.
Does everyone see
Mark-
that, or is it just me?
This thing is massive and carved into the wall.
Okay. I didn't know because I have this weird thing where I can see through fucking illusions and shit.
Question:
Yes.
Claws +5 to attack or damage?
Is +5 to damage.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you're attacking a solid object, I don't think you really need that high of an ability to actually hit anything. So
Yeah.
it's more likely able for you to break things down.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And I will put my chainmail just so I don't have to fucking carry it around back where the plate mail was.
Okay.
So you kind of arrange, and now there's just this kind of crucified chainmail set on this, hanging on the front of this symbol. Which every time I look at it, it looks like I just put a giant Chinese character there.
All right. I am ready to go when anyone else is.
Okay.
I pick up a couple pieces of bone and keep them with me.
It's fucking weird, dude. Fucking weird.
Okay, so should we go through the door that looks like the ginormous boss door, or the innocuous-looking door to the south?
Are we like detecting magic on that face thing?
Not really. It seems like there is more of a mechanical nature to it.
Do we want to fiddle with it and see if we can get it to go, or?
When you go closer to it, you see that it's recessed within there. There is a rather solid-looking wooden door. From far away, it looks like there's just complete shadow, but as you get closer in, it kind of dissipates.
Also, I suppose I wouldn't find anything on the skeletal ogre.
There is a large great club that's like the size of one of you.
Wow.
Can I lift it?
Make a strength check. This is like a two-handed pole arm for you, though. So you see this kind of rather gnarled-looking lizard folk. He just grabs it and he lifts this club that's probably about as big as most of you, big as a man or something like that, and just raise it over his head, kind of let out a hiss of triumph.
Use it to hit the fucking demon face.
I like fling it at the demon face.
Okay, so you toss it and it hits against the stone. Not much happens.
That's fair.
Nothing else on it?
No.
Damn. Also, since we have an hour, what's the club made out of?
It is made out of wood.
Actually, I don't think that matters because this thing's made of bone. I can use bone for my cunning artisan.
Anyway, I'm gonna try and fiddle with the demon face and see if I can get that to open up.
Okay.
I figure we're taking an hour to identify, so I could probably make a couple things, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a sturdy door, but it's not necessarily like the iron doors that you've encountered before, like the portcullises. It's definitely a more... It's sturdier than the ones you encountered before, but it's not necessarily
Impassable.
impassable, yeah.
Any kind? Am I noticing any kind of like mechanism to open it or anything like that?
There is a lock on it and a door handle.
Like what kind of lock? Like a physical shackle lock?
It's like built into the door, but it is like there's a key and you put it in and you turn it. So if you had thieves' tools, you possibly would be able to pick it. I would say that if the carding artisan wanted to do that, he could manufacture some improvised lockpicks out of the bone and wood that you could try to use.
Does anyone know the spell knock?
I didn't pick it.
Okay. Well, if Tretskala wants to attempt, he should.
Sure, I guess I could make some makeshift lockpicks.
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh boy, this is a good one.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought he had minus something on that.
Yep.
As you get ready to do that, just like I have no idea how to make lockpicks.
What's a lockpick?
And you just see the lizard folk druid just kind of stand there with the materials in his hands, looking far off, and just kind of
I
carefully
start
put them back
whittling.
down.
I start whittling at a bone, and I'm like, here, and it's a javelin.
So you get handed let's say two darts.
I have 3 wooden darts and a bone javelin.
What? Oh,
Okay.
You know what? Let's just try the other door.
what?
Oh man.
Let's ask the zombie. Maybe the zombie.
Okay, so you
What about this door to the south?
it is a very simple wooden door.
Is it unlocked?
Yes, it is.
Is it trapped?
Not that you can tell.
That doesn't help me at all, bud. Fuck it. Kick in the door. Let's do the dinosaur.
Okay, yeah, just gonna do a bit of things here on my end. Okay. So you Kool-Aid man through the door,
Oh, yeah.
and nothing happens. You are not immediately having your soul sucked out or pierced by various flying projectiles, and that's about it.
All right. Go
There you
to the path closest to me first.
I'm just checking some things.
You fall
Again.
in an endless pit and die.
Again, at the as you turn down this thing, you notice that at the end of the hallway is another hanging skeleton.
I want to poke that one again with a sword.
Okay, no, not that one. All the way at the southern part of the.
Okay, I'll poke that one with the sword then.
It doesn't really do much of anything. It doesn't move. It doesn't
Okay.
seem fussed at all.
Okay. Then let's keep moving.
Okay.
Another door.
Your favorite thing.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and open the door. No more checks. Just open the door.
Put favorite in quotation marks.
Roll a strength check. Right. With a push on it just a little bit, you just get fed up. Boom! Your foot goes up against the door and it just flies open with a loud noise. It
Wait,
flies
should
open.
we be seeing what I'm seeing?
I have that so that it can actually record that.
Oh,
Otherwise, it's just me sitting here and
I'll
people who are
pretend
viewing it. Don't worry. Even if you can see it, it's going to change. It's not going to change how things are going to go.
Okay.
Run
He
in.
needs to tell us we're powerless.
Let's do this.
We're powerless to stop him.
Exactly.
What's
As
in the
you go
room?
in,
What's in the box?
What box?
you
What?
see 4 skeletal warriors
Oh damn.
arrayed throughout the room. Since they seem to have been expecting you, and there's no surprise round.
All
Oh,
right.
so we don't get a free shot.
My bad. I
As
should
you-
not have kicked in the door.
Oh
And
crap! I can only do the.
they turn toward you. I would like you all to roll initiative.
7. Perfect.
Fantastic.
Oh, 6. Even better.
Twice. Okay, I got one more.
Okay.
Initiative. Sorry.
Don't worry, guys. You can always count on me to get over 6.
What? I keep forgetting what my bonus is.
I actually doubled my roll from last time, sadly enough.
I only say that because my bonus is actually 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, sometimes early initiative isn't an advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Okay. Oh man. Okay.
I don't feel bad about my 7 now. Oh,
I just gotta figure some stuff out.
forgot to ask. Is there any kind of bonus for hitting or damage, like a +1, +2 for the Righteous Avenger, or no?
It's just the additional force damage.
Okay, still works for me.
All right, just writing down initiatives and figuring things out. This is 16 for Tread Scala. And then we have. Sorry, this is taking a bit. I have to remember what I gave each of these things so I can identify them. Okay.
Looks like an axe, a mace, a sword, and a dagger.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so 7 initiative for Frederick. And 6 for Lundgren.
How high are these tunnel walls?
These aren't tunnels. These are shaped rooms.
Okay, how high are the ceilings?
They are 10 or well, the last room had a 15-foot high thing in it, so they're at least 20 to 30 feet.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
That's really unsettling. 20-foot ceilings.
Yeah, I mean, you just faced an ogre in it, or an ogre skeleton, so had to be able to fit it in there somewhere. Okay, let's see. I got everything down. All right, top of the round, Tread Scala.
Okay. What
Oh,
space is
sorry,
this guy in?
not top of the round. Top of the round is actually the one you just clicked.
Haha.
All right. One of them, one of the skeletons, he's clad in some pretty decent armor. He seems to be a little bit more cognizant than the zombies you've been seeing before, and he is going to rush up and attempt to attack the last one into the room, which would be Lundgren.
Me.
Yay! Yes. All right. Oh goodness, this is probably gonna suck for you.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, it does. He hits you,
Okay.
and let's see what I've put for his damage. Okay, and you take 7 points of damage.
10 points?
7.
7. Okay. So we're down to that. Okay.
All right, Trescala, it's now your turn.
All
So
right.
this skeleton just comes in and swings this battle axe, and just kind of cuts Lundgren on the arm.
I'm going to wild shape into a wolf again. That is my last wild shape.
Huh.
And I'm going to bite at him, and since I have allies close to me, it's at advantage.
Okay, so you succeed in hitting him.
DC 13, or it's knocked prone, and 15 damage.
Right. So right after this, the skeleton just comes up and cuts with your friends. You transform into a wolf, a scaly one. It goes in, you bite at it, and you take a decent chunk out of it, and it is just knocked on its back with axe still on hand, growling angrily.
I growl back.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. One of the ones comes in, seeing you attacking its friend. It comes in from behind you, and it swings its mace at you. It tries to break your butt. It hits,
All right.
and you take 4 points of damage. So
No problem.
you just knock down this thing, and all of a sudden you feel this kind of hard thump on your hindquarters as this zombie skeleton comes up with a mace and just bam,
You said
right
4
on your butt.
points?
4 points, yes.
Okay, got it. No problem.
All right. While this is happening, a rather well-equipped skeleton with a shield and a sword come in and swings at you, Frederick.
Let's do it.
Does 16 hit your AC?
No.
All right, so he just comes up, swings his sword, and it skitters off your fresh new armor, and just kind of stops and hisses at you. Okay, it's now Frederick's turn.
I'm gonna do what I always do. First hit with the Righteous Avenger.
That hits.
18 points.
That's
All right.
nice.
Second hit with my longsword. There's a 12 hit.
12 does not hit.
That's fine. And that's my action, my bonus action. Not gonna run. So I will stand my ground.
All right. So you take your new sword and you just cut at this zombie. It cuts across the front of his armor, and then after it goes, there's just this kind of forceful movement backward, as if it got hit with a very large hammer. As the enchantment on the sword breaks through and does some force damage, and you see the skeleton kind of concave just a little bit in its chest cavity, but it's still standing and it's still going. And you bring in your second sword and you cut off a little bit of its where the trapezius muscle would be, but it's just bone there, and kind of cut into its collarbone and shave off a piece of that, but it's still working.
Okay, that's fair. Let's do this.
All right, Lundgren, it's now your turn.
I think I'm going to activate my Radiant Soul ability. I am level 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. This doohickey says, okay, causing my eyes to glimmer and 2 luminous incorporeal wings to sprout from my back. My transformation lasts for 1 minute, or until I end it as a bonus. Okay, I can fly, the equivalent of normal walking speed, and once on each of my turns, I can deal extra radiant damage to one target when I deal damage to it with an attack or a spell equal to my level, which in this case would be 3. So the guy, what's this guy have in his hand?
He has a battle axe.
Oh, okay. It looked kind of axey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to cast. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I want to be careful with that. Never mind. Treads right by. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay.
Oh, that flops, I think.
He is prone, and you are close.
I forgot he was prone. So yes, that does hit him.
So it means I would hit
Take the 18.
Yeah, okay, I got you. All right, so then if I click it again, it'll do the damage.
Yeah, if you click the name. No. In the chat. If you click the name in the chat.
Oh, so like this.
Oh
There
my
you
god.
Okay, cool.
Yay. Okay, so
And
you're
I want
you're
to add 3 to that as well.
okay, so 11. So 11 points of damage. Just put that in there. So your mild-mannered seeming hick of a warlock, all of a sudden, these two wings sprout from his back, and his eyes begin to glow. And he casts Eldritch Blast as this huge force of energy just bolts down into the prone skeleton next to him, and you just hear this enormous, kind of like someone took a 10-pound weight and dropped it on a huge bag of sticks. This huge crunching noise, and as a flash of light as it hits the body, the skeleton is not dead, but it seems to be having a large amount of damage. Wait a minute, he's undead. He's weak. Is radiant damage? You said?
Yes, 3 radiant damage.
Scratch that. He is just all of his bone is just disintegrated as he is weak to radiant damage, since he is undead. And his equipment just drops to the floor, and he is no more.
Wow.
Woohoo!
All right.
That went better than I thought.
At the end of your turn.
Yeah. Oh, wait
Okay.
a minute. Oh, never mind. Could I do cantrips even with damage as a bonus action or no?
If it
I
has
thought-
a casting time of a bonus action.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, if you have any spells or cantrips that are a bonus action, you can cast them and an action.
As long as one of the spells is first level and the other is a cantrip.
Right.
Okay, I already did. I
Didn't
did
you-
Eldritch Blast. I already did a cantrip, so
Didn't you also do a bonus action of spreading out your wings?
it said it just said an action. That wasn't very. I got confused because it said just an action.
Okay, so you'd have an action and a bonus action. Your bonus action was to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
All right, so the last kind of more nimble-looking skeleton rushes forward and flanks Frederick. He wants to hit him. Okay, does a 16 hit you?
No.
All right, so the second hits. The second one was 24.
Yeah, that'll hit. That
Are you sure?
Pinpoint.
just enough.
Okay, you take 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And as after that, he's going to dart back 10 feet. Disengage with you.
Is he using disengage or is he just
He is
back?
using disengage.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, it is now Yoan's turn.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm gonna activate that blade song thing again.
Okay.
What's up with this guy? What's he got for like armor and a weapon?
He's decently equipped, kind of standardized leatherish armor, and he has a mace in his hand.
Okay, I'm gonna use my seashell. Fuck it. Roll 20 plus.
Are you remembering to add your dexterity proficiency? Because I remember that scimitars are also can be dex based as well.
Oh, so I get more of a bonus.
Yep.
Yeah, you can add your proficiency, your ability modifier, and any magical bonuses to it.
Oh.
Your proficiency is a 2.
Proficiency bonus 2. I mean, it was like a 6, so it's but
All right. So you rush up to him, you pull out the scimitar. You hear kind of like in the distance the sound of splashing waves, and you make a cut at the face of this skeleton, but it misses.
Bastard.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, it's now Tread Skull's turn.
Okay. I am going to turn around and take a bite at advantage with this guy.
Okay, that hits.
And as usual, the DC 13 strength, they're knocked prone.
Yeah. All right, so you go in and you just like take the lower part of his leg off, and he just trips and falls. He's very confused at losing the lower half of his leg, and is just kind of looking at you quizzically with his empty eye sockets.
I bite down on the bone, ideally breaking it in half.
Roll a strength check.
Damn it.
You kind of make the almost get it, but it's kind of like ah. And so it leaves a teeth mark in it, like it's a pencil, but you can't get through it.
Damn. That's all I can do.
Okay. He gets up and stands on his one leg, and just to spite you, he attempts to smack you in the face with his mace.
Oh dear.
And knocks his other. He misses, and the momentum carries it so that he hits his own other leg, knocking it off. And he takes 1 damage, and so he's literally almost not necessarily half his height, but he is missing both of his lower legs, and he's now standing a good portion shorter than he was before.
If a wolf could laugh.
Okay. The shield skeleton moves in again and makes an attempt to attack Frederick. And the blade again just glances off your pauldron as he tries to take off your head, and he just seems really frustrated now. And it's now Frederick's turn.
All right, let's see if I can finish this. Does that hit?
That does hit.
18, 19, 20, 21, 25.
Damn.
Okay. So you cut at the skeleton. It rakes a furrow across his chest, and it just kind of stands there. And all of a sudden, he splatters into a pile of bone against this wall. And it's just like it's the hairest of a fraction delay. You think, did the sword not work? And it is. The skeleton warrior is dead.
Nice.
Again.
Again. But now he's like in little bone shards.
All right, and I'm gonna sidestep over here. Bonus action, longsword with advantage. I think that hits anyway.
That does hit.
7.
All right. You step in against this now rather short-looking skeleton. You didn't remember him looking that short. You go in and you take a cut at him. It takes a couple ribs off of him, but he's still standing, for lack of a better term. And he just kind of looks at you. He's like, "Come on, man."
Put me out of my misery, damn it.
Okay, Lundgren, it's now your turn.
I was gonna say, give me a second or 3, and I'll give it a shot. Okay, so I have 2 slots left, and I think I'll just do something else so I don't blow it, because I don't know what else we're gonna run into. So I'm just gonna cast Eldritch Blast on this guy.
Okay. This is not hit.
Ah,
Wait, he is being flanked, so you do have advantage.
Oh, okay. So 24. All right.
That does hit.
So +3 radiant, 3 plus.
Okay, so you see as the wings kind of flap in place, and um, as the warlock casts his eldritch blast again, this is still sparkly from the radiant energy, and the skeletons just dissipates from the amount of force that hits it, and there's just this fine, almost ash-like powder left.
Uh,
And his equipment falls to the floor. Is that your turn, Todd? Or Lundgren?
Yeah, that was a cantrip, so that's it.
Okay. The remaining skeleton rushes over to Tretskala and makes an attempt to stab him in the foot. Does a 19 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. He has no flanking advantage. He does you 1 point of damage.
Ow, my scales.
So as you're focused on the pile that used to be a skeleton, something runs up behind you. You feel the slightest prick on your butt.
No
More
touchy.
surprising, more surprising than deadly, but it's still it's still your butt and still being poked by something sharp. All right, Yoan, it's now your turn.
all right. So it's just that one guy left. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I'm gonna cast True Strike on who's the guy like 10 feet in front of me?
That's Frederick.
Fred. Okay, so yeah, I'll cast it on Fred.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. It's now Tretskala's turn.
Same old, although I don't think anyone's close enough for me to have advantage this time.
Nope.
How close would we need to be?
5 feet.
I'm kind of near the tail there.
No,
No.
5 feet of the enemy.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
you have to be surrounding them.
Okay.
God dang it.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. Neither of those hit. So you just angrily snap at the skeleton, and as you get close, he just kind of grabs the side of your head and pushes you away and kind of pats you on the head and bobs around.
I snarl in anger and end my turn.
Okay, Frederick, it's now your turn.
Come up over here. Boop. Flanking. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does. Let me just look something up first. Bup, bup, bup. Right. He attempts to dodge as he saw you move behind him, but the blade just cuts into his back, and he pops forward a little bit from the force damage. He's still standing.
Bonus action longsword then. I doubt that hits.
With advantage, that does hit.
I'll take it. 9 more points. So 20
You
altogether.
bring your other sword around and cut into him, and you feel a couple of the bones break underneath the cut,
Okay.
but he's still standing.
And I will stand there ready for him to run away.
Okay, is now Lundgren's turn.
Okay, we're gonna do Eldritch Blast again.
That does hit.
+3.
And again, you see the skeleton just disintegrate from the dark energy, the radiant energies that your resident uh, warlock has released upon him, and he just his knife falls to the floor as the rest of him just disintegrates.
Nice.
All right, let's loot the bodies.
I was gonna say, is any of this stuff salvageable? Because our beloved DM said they were dropping weapons and equipment someplace, while under their burned corpses or.
All right, so you find a standard mace. The armor really, you've done a lot of damage to the armor. It's not really salvageable.
Okay.
It's just mostly leather armor. Yeah, a battle axe, a long sword, a shield, and a standard dagger.
Is it saleable for that much gold? If it's not, I mean, like more than 10 gold. If it's not, I suggest we just leave it behind.
I was gonna grab it just because you never know when you'll need another weapon.
Okay.
Did I hear there was armor?
Yeah. It
Kind
was
of.
kind of beat up, though.
If it's still functional, didn't one of us need armor?
Yeah, I was looking for like leather or studded leather.
There is off of the rogue. There is, or the one with the dagger. There is just standard leather armor.
Leather, yeah. I'll
There
take
you
that.
go.
Do you want me to clean it up?
If it's possible, yeah.
I can probably just, depending on its size, I could probably just cast prestidigitation and brush it off.
Right. All right. Cool.
Probably just got a little bit of ash on it now.
I've got
Yeah.
mending too, if that'll do anything.
Oh, yeah.
A
Mending.
secondary search of the bodies, and you find that there is a key on one of them.
Oh,
Oh,
let's take the key.
could that be the key to the red door with the demon face on it?
That's the key to success, guys. That's the key to success.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do now?
Let's
Oh.
find the door. If no one
Okay,
has
so
said that.
you go back to the demon face door.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm just curious about whether the key works on it or not.
Okay, you
Uh-oh, we're
put it
back
in.
at
It
the
does
end.
fit, and the door unlocks.
Hot diggity.
Um,
What about this door in front of us?
It is a large iron door that is locked.
Same key.
Mm,
Probably not.
I don't know. Maybe. Let's try the other. Let's try the key again.
It also unlocks this door as well.
Hey.
Oh, found the master key.
awesome.
Mm, mm. That area up top there, is that just an open passageway?
That is just an archway, yes.
Door in front of us or the open door? Door in front of us, guys, or the open doorway?
Oh,
Let's do
open.
door. door in front of us, unless you want to backtrack to the room with the 4 dead guys.
There's an archway, and then there is a locked stone door across from you guys.
Oh, locked stone door. Okay. Should we? I think we should try. Frederick should try the key, or somebody should try the key on there.
I'll try the key again. Why not? There's the hoping.
All right, so you're unlocking the door, and it just barely works, and you hear this large screeching on hinges, and the door opens.
Whoa.
Oh dear! Look at that.
Like
Hey, Triscala, a friend of yours.
a dire squirrel or
Lizard or what is that?
At the sound of the door, this skeletal dog turns and just lunges right at you, Frederick.
Let's do this.
Skeletal dog versus scale dog.
Okay.
Like a kaiju battle, but smaller.
And there's not even any fur involved. Okay. Okay, come on. Roll. There we go. 12 does not hit you, I know. It just snaps instantly against your armor.
All right. You want initiative, or can I get an attack back real quick?
You can get an attack back real quick.
18.
That does hit.
11.
And you just hit it, and it just kind of blows apart from that.
Oh,
that was
And, the
fast.
thing, and it just kind of scatters a line of bones all across in this kind of cone-shaped pattern away from you.
say Tread. You want to salvage?
I'm already bounding after one of the bones.
Oh,
Like a dog chasing after a toy.
Let's try the door to the north. Gonna try and open the door.
I'm just checking to see some stuff. Okay, it is a wooden door. It appears to be stuck.
Crowbar.
All right, roll a strength check. All right,
7.
you pop the door open, and
Russian.
door open. All right, your Kool-Aid man in there. Oh yeah, and inside are 2 skeletal warriors.
Fuck. Get in the corner.
Okay, I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, this ought to be cute.
Beautiful 8.
Let's see.
See? Over 6. I told you.
Holy shit. Lundgren, you got double digits.
Oh my goodness.
It's a miracle. No, legitimately, it is.
Oh, I know it. Okay. Oh, who has the higher dexterity, Yowen or Lundgren?
I've
I
got
did-
+2.
It's gonna be going.
My dex, I was going to say, yeah, my dex is +0. I got just 11 dex. I don't have a bonus on that.
Okay. Ba-ba-bum. Ooh. That's just terrible for you guys, isn't it?
Wait a minute, what is?
The 8 and 7 roll.
That's okay. We make up for it with strength.
Okay.
Probably get in the room if I got like a.
It's a good thing we got tanks up front.
Yeah. Okay. And Tread Scala. All right, top of the round, Yowen.
Alright, two zombie dudes here.
2 skeletons.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try that, what's the cantrip? Firebolt?
I think
Yep.
that's it.
Yeah.
Sounds
So it's
good.
like, do I have to roll attack for that, or
Yes.
Yes.
plus,
Your proficiency and your spell attack stat, whatever that is. So-
He's a wizard, so it should be intelligence.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So your intelligence plus 2.
okay, so I think that's like 6.
Okay, that hits.
So 1d10, right?
Mhm. Right, so you summon up your magical abilities, and the ray of fire shoots from your hands and hits the one on the left. You said,
Yeah, the closest one, yeah.
all right? You hits him, and it bursts against his armor, and it catches some fire, and he takes some damage. He kind of growls at you.
Alright, I'm good.
Right, it is now Lundgren's turn.
How much time has it been?
It has been a decent amount of time. It's been about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So yes, your
So-
wings have dissipated.
Yeah. All right. So I will move over here, and I still got myself turned around.
I think it's okay.
Okay. And attack this guy on the left.
Hmm.
Let's do Eldritch Blast. Oh wait, let's do. I cast Hex. Second spell slot of the day.
Okay.
So let's see. Let me.
So you roll 6. That's a what save?
Let's
Constitution
see.
save? If I remember correctly.
I think,
I
Hex
think it
just
is.
happens.
Oh, it just happens. Okay.
Yeah, it's just anytime he attacks, they take extra damage from Hex.
Okay.
I'm trying to find. Here we go. Let's see. Spells. Hold on, just a few more seconds. Here we go. Casting time is a bonus action. It's a curse. Until the
6
spell
necrotic
ends,
damage to the target.
whenever I hit it
Choose an
with
ability, you cast the spell.
Okay. What is this guy wielding?
What modifier? So you have what proficiency score are you going to
Do I
for
have?
saving throws? Hex
Uh,
costs
Strength.
proficiency.
I was gonna do strength, but I was pretty sure he was wielding a strength-based weapon, so I'm choosing strength. Yeah.
Okay.
So now that is
So now it's
a.
disadvantages on strength checks.
Yep.
Strength
This
things.
says it's a bonus action, so that means I would still have a regular action.
Yeah, so you could
Yes.
cast Eldritch Blast as well.
So there we go. And I'm assuming that hits.
That does hit.
Okay. Okay.
He takes
Then
3/4 damage.
And then you also
plus
get a D6.
right 1d6. Okay.
Rock damage against an undead creature.
Yeah. Didn't really think this through.
The necrotic damage seems to cause some of the bones that had been scorched before to heal over.
Oh no!
Oh crap! I forgot about that. Okay, no more doing that.
Did you just heal the frickin' guy?
I think I did. Oh my god! I
Oh,
forgot to do that. Like Never do that. Do undead damage to undead.
The disadvantage is going to come in handy, though. That's the good thing. Or the
Jeez.
strength save thing is going to come in handy.
Okay.
Is that your action?
I think I've done enough.
Okay.
The party would agree.
All right. So
Is
the
there some kind of like knowledge roll that I could do to figure out if I can cast a spell and have it be useful? Because I was thinking blur, but it says something about like if they can see through illusions or something.
I will say that you know from your studies that these creatures don't have the ability to see through illusion, although they do have dark vision.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So the one that you've been beaten on, he clutches up his halberd and he comes within 10 feet of you, and he attempts to strike the one that shot him in the face with fire.
Oh, that's me. Crap.
Your AC is 17, you said?
Not anymore. Oh crap.
Okay, you got hit.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, my armor class is like 12 or something.
It's standard leather.
Well, I never put it on yet because I wasn't sure about Blade Song and as far as if I was resting or not.
You take 5 points of damage.
Okay, that's doable.
Okay. That
Okay.
ends his turn. The one in the back takes aim at Frederick with his longbow.
Let's do this.
Not what I wanted to put. There needs to be a D in there. Okay. Oh. Ooh. The archer takes aim and with surprisingly good precision launches 2 arrows at you, and they find chinks in your armor, and you take a total of 12 points of damage as 2 arrows just thock into you.
Okay.
It is now Frederick's turn.
Man down, man down.
No, not yet.
Are you
Okay.
in single digits yet?
No.
Okay.
The fighter, he's got some
I
time to
figured
go.
he had like 40 or 50 hit points by now. I was just wondering.
I'm gonna rush up and get within fucking 5 feet of this guy.
As you do that, he uses his polearm mastery to attack you with his halberd.
Go for it.
14 damage.
No. Righteous Avenger. Crit.
Oh,
Nice.
okay, that hits.
Awesome.
8,
Okay,
Whoa.
10, 15 points.
okay. So you come in and you swing 15 points. You said.
Yeah.
You come in and you swing your blade, and you cut into his side, and the force just kind of bursts up in him, and he seems very displeased by this and hisses back at you.
Regular longsword then.
That does not hit.
Side note: Polearm Master is so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you take your second sword, you swing it, and he blocks it on the haft of his weapon and just kind of turns it.
I got one. That's all that matters.
Yes. Okay. Dread Scala, it's now your turn.
Okay, I'm going to rush up next to him.
And you take attack of opportunity.
I believe he only gets one because it takes a.
Oh, that's right. It is a reaction. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Continue.
That's perfectly fine.
I got you, Red Scholar. I took that.
I will take my wolf bite with advantage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
15
That does
hit.
not hit.
Damn. Well, I guess that's all I'm doing then.
Okay. Yoan, it's now your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. What the hell? Okay, so I don't even know what my bonuses are, man.
Okay, it's
Do I get my dex?
It's your dex added with whatever weapon additional things have, which is +2 for your.
Okay, so
So it's your dex modifier, which is 2, +2 on your the sword. So you have a 1d20 +4.
1. I hit.
Yes, you do.
Are you proficient with it too?
I should be, I think.
If you're proficient,
Actually,
then it would be
I think the proficiency goes away when my blade song isn't active.
He still hits.
Oh, whoops, that's 20. Duh.
That also hits. All right, he takes 7 points of damage. You hear the lapping of waves, and all of a sudden, this giant rush of water as you cut into the bone of this halberd wielding skeleton. I don't know if it cuts really well, despite looking like it comes from a giant seashell.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about that whole seashell thing eventually, but
Okay, is that your turn?
yeah, I'm good, thanks.
All right, Lundgren. It's
okay.
now your turn.
I'm gonna move over this way a little bit. Whoops. So I can see that guy. I'm supposed to be facing forward, not mooning the dude.
unless
so-
your spells come out of your butt.
No, they come out of my fingers.
I was like,
And I'm gonna shoot. He's a ranger, right? Or a bowman, the archer.
Yes.
With let's see. I already used my second slot, so I'm just gonna do Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay. That hits.
And since he's not cursed, it's none of that necrotic BS.
Okay, the air dissipates as the group of force, as a forceful movement from Eldritch Blast goes and smacks into him, and he takes 6 points of damage.
what level is Eldridge?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, warlock cantrip.
It's like the best cantrip.
All right, is that your turn?
I've only got one slot left for first level stuff, so yeah.
Okay. It's now the Halberdier's turn. Seeing that most of the damage he took came from the one in the tin can, he turns his attention over to Frederick, and he takes a swing with his halberd.
If he's within 5 feet of me, wouldn't he have disadvantage with halberd or no?
That's
Yeah.
only a lance.
Okay. Damn. I tried.
He's cursed though.
Does a 17 hit you?
No.
Okay. He swings his halberd at you, misses that, and he brings the butt of it around to try to smack you with that, and misses as well.
He gets 2 attacks.
Polar Master Man.
Oh dang!
He can attack with either end of the weapon.
Cool.
All right.
Really cool feat. Really awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So, seeing that he has just been hit by something at long range, the archer turns his attention to Lundgren,
How did
and
I
he
know?
you shot him. Damn it. Okay. And he knocks an arrow, and with great speed, he releases it. Does an 18 hit you?
Oh heck yeah! My armor class is 11.
Okay. He releases 2 arrows in quick succession, and they sink into your chest, and you take 12 points of damage.
Okay, so 12 points. I got my arithmetic right. All right,
All right.
still going.
Frederick, is now your turn.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna try the regular longsword first on this guy.
Okay.
Does that hit?
No, it does not.
Advantage for flanking, or
Okay, yes, it does hit with the advantage.
I mean, if you don't want to give it, that's your call.
No, I forgot that he was being flanked. That's my bad.
So that's a crit. That's 10.
Okay.
He's not down.
He's
Okay.
not down.
All right. Righteous Avenger. Nope.
Okay. The first cut, he come in and you cut into him, and and he takes it and he stumbles, but he manages to bring up his polearm and blocks the Righteous Avenger and parry it out of the way. Which is surprising since he's kind of super hunched over right now and looking winded as the skeleton can be. Is that your turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tread Scala, it's now your turn.
Bite him, Tread. Bite him.
You read my mind. Thank God for that advantage.
As he's standing there, he even in the afterlife, he is still quite skilled at the use of it. He sees it coming in, and he manages to bring up his haft and parry your bite with it and push you back.
Oh man.
Huh. Wow.
Oh,
Dang.
And he then returns to his hunched over state and leans on the polearm. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, Yoan, it's now your turn.
all right. Let's take another swing at this guy. Figured +4. Ugh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Roll a 1d4.
Oh no, dude.
Okay, you swing, and the blade just falls out of your hand. For some reason, you just have a spasm in your hand. It clinks to the floor.
Oh no way. Wow.
It doesn't seem to be harmed at all.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, if I get a move action, can I pick the sword back up with the
Yes, you can pick up the sword with your move action.
sweet?
Lundgren, it's now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to do this smart thing here, and use 2 of my 4 dice for healing light to heal myself.
Okay.
God.
So you summon your abilities, and you heal an amazing 4 hit points.
I'm pretty sure that's an action.
Okay, so you're saying you're done?
As an action, you can touch a creature and cause it to regain. No, I got that wrong. Where's healing light at? Hold on. Bolt. Oh, as a bonus action, okay. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
So I technically still have a regular, okay. So I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on that archer over there.
Okay. That does not hit.
I thought not. Okay.
So as you summon the powers of Eldritch abilities, you try to cast it on the archer, and it just kind of fizzles out at the end of your fingertips. All right. Things are looking dire. The halberdier picks up his weapon and prepares to make probably his final attack against his foes in the afterlife, and he attempts to attack Frederick.
Let's do this.
He just misses with the first swing, and he brings his butt around and hits you, surprisingly, with the butt of his weapon, and you take. This is gonna suck for him, at least. You're resounding 2 damage from the butt of his weapon. He misses it and whack right on your cheek. You feel this more insulting hit of the butt of his weapon than anything damaging. Your pride's more hurt by this than anything.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
Fuel for later.
The longbowman again spies that the one that keeps hitting him with energy blast is probably the most dangerous to him, and launches another 2 arrows at Lundgren. And both arrows hit because I don't think your armor class is above 15.
No.
You take 8 points of damage.
8 points, okay.
Wow.
How you looking?
I got 7 left.
Huh.
I also have another 2d6s I can spend to heal myself, or anybody else, actually, for the day.
Hey, Frederick, it's now your turn.
All right. Righteous Avenger.
With advantage, that does hit.
That is going to be 11 points.
You manage to you swing it around and you stab into his body, and it just blows out a hole in his back. And it looks up to the ceiling and lets out a mournful and resounding shriek as it just collapses and falls in front of you off of your sword.
Okay, and now I'm going to use Second Wind. So D10 plus my fighter level, which is 3. $13 points. Good shit. All right. When we were having identified, cast on all that stuff, would that have been considered a short rest or no?
It was an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, probably not.
So I think a short rest is 2 to 3 hours, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
All right, cool. No problem then. And that's all my stuff.
Okay. Totskala, it is your turn.
All right. Let me see. Okay. So, here's what I'm going to do. Wolf form, I'm going to run over here, transform back into a lizard folk. Seeing that he's pretty hurt.
Okay.
I'm going to use Cure Wounds as my action.
Okay.
Seeing our warlock is hurt. Damn.
All right. So the
Was that a
the
2D?
wolf. I don't know. So the scaly wolf bounds over to you, Lundgren, and switches back into a lizard folk, and he claps a hand on your chest around one of the arrows, wrenches it out, and you take 6 points of health as he does this, as he casts Healing Hands.
Okay, so that's cool. Thanks, Tread. I'm back at the 13.
And then I'll turn back around, and I can't make it all the way, but I'm gonna run towards the bow guy and roar at him.
Okay. He's kind of taken aback by this. All right, Yoan, it's now your turn.
All right, let's. We got 5, 10, 15. Actually, you know what? 15, 10. What's that? Firebolt? 1D.
I thought it was 1d10 or.
No, the hit.
Damage is 1d10, but I gotta
Oh.
do like plus 1d20 plus 4.
Oh, to hit?
That does hit.
So 1d10. Oop. Oh man.
Ooh, 2 damage. You summon Firebolt and you aim at his face, and it goes and it just hits him, and he takes 2 points of damage, and you get this kind of Ghost Rider effect as he just slowly turns over and looks towards you as the flames crackle around his skull.
That's pretty cool.
All right, Lundgren, it's now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move up here a little bit. How is line of sight affected by how we're standing? Can I still see him?
You're aiming at the butt of the druid.
I figured so. Okay, I'm gonna move me over.
Your thing with butts real quick.
What?
Can we just address your thing with butts real quick?
Well, you are in the dungeon.
I can turn around from this angle. Okay, so there was my move. I'm fine for that health bit now, so I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on this guy.
Okay. 24 does hit.
I don't get like any kind of critical-y stuff at this level for that, do I?
That's not a critical, though.
Okay.
You have a +8 to that.
That's like you just rolled like a 16.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's doing that. Okay.
It'll light up green when you get a critical.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you summon again more of this eldritch nonsense, and you blast at him, and he takes it full on, dissipating the fire effect, and he's just kind of shaken by this, but he resumes. And is that your turn?
I only have one. Yeah, I only have one slot left. One spell slot left.
He raises his bow above his head, and he takes out 2 arrows, and he fires each one at Yoan, one at the warlock that's been giving him so much trouble.
That's to be expected.
15 hit you, Yoan?
Yeah, probably.
You take 2 points of damage as an arrow just barely grazes one of your arms.
Okay. I'm good. So far. Alright.
That definitely hits the...
If it's more than 11, yes, it does.
Take 4 points of damage as another arrow just finds its home in your chest.
I'm just home, all right. Well, it's not welcome here.
Okay, Frederick, it's now your turn.
I'm gonna burst up front, get in front of this bowman.
Wait, did I
Awesome.
take that for?
You
No,
took
I did.
2, and Lundgren got 4.
Get all up in his face. Righteous Avenger.
That does not hit.
Longsword. Oh god, no.
That does not hit as well. He dodges the first one and he parries the second one with his bow and kind of twirls it like a staff and prepares to defend himself.
Let's do this.
Okay, Tread Scarlet, it's now your turn.
All right. I'm going to. Can I squeeze through here by the wall, or do I have to go around?
You could squeeze by the wall.
Okay, I'll do that. And sneak behind sneak up behind this guy.
I feel
And
at you.
I'm gonna take a bite at him.
With advantage, that does hit.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Max
Okay.
damage.
Cool.
Right, you come around and you bite into where his shoulder muscles would be, and you just crunch down on the bone, and you feel a significant portion of it break. And as you pull out, as you rear your head back, you tear I think one of his shoulder blades off, and his arm goes limp, but he's still standing.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my racial ability, Hungry Jaws, so I can make another bite attack.
Okay. And that hits as well. You, with the taste of bone still in your mouth, you rear back and you clomp onto the back of his skull and crunch down. The face is still intact, but everything behind it is just shattered in your jaws.
I eat it. Technically, that's what Hungry Jaws is. I eat what I bite.
So you just have this huge mouthful of bones. You're just going nom, 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 nom.
As long as you can break it down and it's good nutrition, that's all I care about.
It says I gain temporary hit points, but I'm going to say I wouldn't get any from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bone isn't all that filling.
Tastes pretty good, though.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, oh yeah, the monsters are like toast right now, so I gotta take a smoke break.
Okay.
I'll take a bit of a break here myself. Be back in a bit.
Back in just a minute then. But seriously, what's up with you and the butt thing?
Me or with Lundgren?
You.
Well,
Everything, it's the butt.
every time the rogue does something or the former rogue does something in the one that I do is butt stab. Stab him in the butt. Butt
Alright,
stab.
be back in just a second.
Wheel. That totally did not play out as I expected.
No? Expected it to be harder?
I was expecting him to critical at least once with that halberd, and that would have been awesome.
Yeah, halberds are really cool. I've got another character I made that's Conquest Paladin that uses a halberd.
Nice.
Very, very fun.
I was not expecting it to take such a cool turn with the archer, though.
Yeah, he was pretty tough.
He actually had the lower AC of the two.
I noticed. Everyone
These
was focused on the other
this-
guy.
The skeleton warriors have this really cool ability called parry. They add a +3 to their AC to attacks if they have a melee weapon and are attacked with melee.
Ah, that explains it.
So where are you at on Critical Role?
They've just got. I'm on just past Captain. Who's Captain?
Avantika?
They've just gotten the turtle to be their pilot or navigator, and they've just now met up with at the cove,
Oh, okay.
and I just stopped right there, and because I needed to sleep, and yeah.
Well, there's not going to be any more episodes till the new year, obviously. That and they're doing a live show in Sacramento or San Diego or LA, I can't remember where. And it's going to be a callback to season 1,
Hmm.
The Quest for Grog, where they're going to find Grog after he drew
Oh man.
disappeared. It's going to be so good to see Vax back. Oh, fuck that.
Oh
It's gonna be so good to see all of them.
yeah. Definitely. It'd be nice to see them as their original or not original characters, but what we first knew them as. It's like,
Well, that is their
oh,
original characters for a lot of them. Like, Grog was Travis's very first character.
I'm really impressed with his note-taking skills for having maintained the bag of holding for so well for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of now that I know this, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Percy again.
Yeah,
Oh, God, yes.
I've been rewatching. Well, listening. I have the podcast downloaded to listen to while I'm at work, and I've just been re-listening to the first campaign.
And part of me loves the first campaign and also dislikes it because I spent 2 months binging it.
I did the same.
You burnt out too soon.
I did burn out, and I had to watch a couple other things, but it was like I just had to come back to see what happened next.
Yeah.
Something good if you haven't watched it is Dice Camera Action.
Yes, thank you. No one ever talks about it.
I've just recently started season 1. They're doing Curse of Strahd. Chris Perkins is the DM.
Mhm.
Amazing.
I remember from season 1.
Oh, Chris Perkins was.
The Goliath woman that's like missing an arm.
Oh, him!
Mhm.
Have you ever had sex?
But yeah, no, Chris Perkins is just amazing. He's one of the creative authors, creative
Writers.
officer, yeah, for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep. I think he had a hand in Curse of Strahd.
Well, no, Curse of Strahd is like maybe the Redux, but Curse of Strahd is like a second edition.
No, I mean like the remake of it for 5th edition. I think he had.
Probably. Yeah. I tried to listen to The Adventure Zone, but I don't know, I can't get behind it.
I have the same issue.
I might try it. I do. One of my D&D friends sent the Abracate FU clip, and it seems kind of interesting, but I I have way too much content to watch
No, yeah, definitely. But
because
go ahead.
because not only do I have Critical Role, I also have other interests that are now getting me into like 20-30 minute videos, and I still have to do work and writing and all sorts of other things and plan for stuff like this and another couple of things like
So in for the game that I run on Saturdays, I was generous in the name of Christmas, and I gave all my players, which there's only 3. There's only but I gave them a wish spell for Christmas.
Oh boy.
They were so smart in how they did it. They wished for really good stuff, but their wording is really loose. And so I'm slowly finding a way to fuck them. That's what they do with the spell.
oh yeah.
But like one person, our fighter, wished for a belt of cloud giant strength. And I'm thinking in like the next 2 to 3 levels, give or take, I'm gonna have the cloud giant come and fucking take his shit back.
That's mine.
Yeah, and if she beats him in single combat, it's hers. That and our bard wished for one of the instrument of the bards. It's the harp. You can cast Firestorm with it.
Ooh.
In fact, he's not proficient with harps.
Uh-oh.
Every single time he uses it, performance check. And every time he succeeds, I just knock the DC up by 1 point.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Reminds me of the
All right, I'm back.
Glock 40.
Oh, yeah, the problem solver. It had
Yeah.
a DC of he had to roll a 15 or higher, natural 15 or higher in order to get that thing to work.
That's why the only person I succeeded in shooting with that gun was myself.
Yes. It was a 4d8 attack though.
Wow.
Then when he finally fucks up, yeah, he's gonna have fireball cast on himself.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh,
The other guy though, was what did he wish for? Because I couldn't think of a way to mess with him. Oh yeah, he wished to have the druid beast shape ability, but only for elementals.
Useful.
I'm trying to figure out a way to mess with that one. I'm thinking like a wisdom check, or he gets.
Whatever elemental is in the area or whatever you're attacking is resistant to. So if you're facing like water elemental or water creatures, and he tries to turn into something that's counteractive, fire. I think that's the one that's weak to water.
Well, I can't. I think they're weak to water, but like they have this because it was mentioned in Critical Role about how there's this weird thing with the elementals where like the opposite element doesn't exactly like damage them. It's when Keyleth was on her.
Is there such thing as an electricity elemental?
Technically, no,
There
That
should
sucks.
be.
because if you think about like this is going further into like Eastern belief systems of how the different energies are created in the world. Lightning or thunder would be created by like fire and earth coming together.
Okay.
But yeah. So right now there's only water, earth, fire, air.
Okay, so the core one from like the Greek ones, not the weird one that has metal in China.
Yeah, no.
And wood.
Oh,
All right, we're all back, so we can now resume our. Okay, what do you guys want to do now?
did we
Well,
rest long enough to get some HP back?
yeah, I could get my blade songs back too.
Okay, you take some time to rest. Do you want to search the bodies?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Anything else you do?
All right, so you find a journal actually on the halberder, and of course you find his halberd, and you find a short, just a standard short sword and a long bow with 22 arrows in the quiver.
Man, I wish I could use a halberd.
And you said a short sword?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, just so you know, I have a walking armory at this point.
I was going to say, you're probably armed to the teeth.
As you
Oh.
pick up the halberd, it feels different. You've seen halberds before, but this one seems to be a little more offensive than the other ones.
I'm gonna put that one in the bag and hold on to it for later.
Okay,
What's
so
the AC for the leather?
11 plus your dex modifier.
11?
Plus your dex modifier.
So it'd be 14, if I remember correctly, for you. So I think your dex mod is 3.
We have 2 scimitars, 3 short swords, 5 daggers, 1 short bow, 42 arrows, 5 plus 2 crossbow bolt, 1 mace, 1 battle axe, 1 shield. Don't know why we need a shield, but we got a shield. 3 long swords. Oh no, excuse me. 1 long sword plus my 2, so 1 long sword for up for grabs, 1 halberd, and 1 long bow.
Is it
Okay.
just me, or should we try to make like a collective effort to get a bag of holding?
Oh no, I wholeheartedly agree with that one.
Okay.
How much do they would
About
they
$5
let us-
grand for a small one, and it goes up from there.
Wow. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
we're gonna have to find somebody's hoard at that rate. Because compared to that, I'm flat broke.
I mean, you
I'm-
could hawk some of those magical things, or not the magical things, the art pieces.
Yeah. How many hit points do we get back after a short rest?
You can use your hit dice to heal
Okay, so all of them?
as many as you want.
Okay, so I'll just put myself back up to full because at level 3 I have 3 hit dice and it's D10 for me.
Yep.
So we're fine. Yay! I'm not 2/3 of the way down and limping no more.
On the subject of those weapons, I can use maces, scimitars, and spears.
As a warlock, I'm pretty sure I can use none of that stuff.
Okay. Can any of you read Elvish?
Boom.
Yes,
That's the one we know. We got that one.
2 or 3 of us can do that.
Okay, who wants the strange journal that you picked up off of the...
I'll read it and I'll hold on to it just because I already am carrying everything.
Okay.
What does it say? Tell me your secrets.
Right, so let me just find... All right, you should be able to see it in the journal.
Oh gosh. Huh. The Tory.
As he does this, you see that your associate Frederick is pouring throughout the book and looking through as many pages as he can.
Is it
Okay.
all in Elvish or is there parts he's...
It's all in Elvish.
Okay, good. I was going to say,
Oh,
Yoan's an elf, so he can read it. Frederick's not an elf, but he's like quadlingual or something, and I can read it.
I'm educated. That's it. I'm born and educated. That is it.
Okay.
Basically, the gist of this is that these guys were fighting against a guy, against something named Abster. I'm going to assume it's a god or a massive leader. They fought for Ethod, which if I'm wearing the tabard of Ethod, would they see me as a foe? Or have they lost the undead that we're facing? Would they see me as a foe? Or have they lost their previous self?
They've lost their ability to technically control themselves. They
Okay.
are, to an extent, still them. They still retain their abilities and like languages that they're able to speak, but their will is no longer their own.
Okay. So yeah, they were fighting against a guy named Abster. They fought for Ethod. Ethod?
Yeah, Ethod. Yeah.
Abster wanted to collect a whole bunch of magical items and stuff like that. Warforged were turned against Abster, or no, were turned against Ethod by Abster. Through these catacombs east of the city of Jargai, Ethod's righteous avenger is there. I think I have that. And it seems like he just dies. Or he kills himself, one of the two.
Oh, that's very
Unsure.
sad.
It happens.
Well, saying through the writing, it seems as if he was in the middle of writing something down, and then something happened to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
While they're on about the book, I'd like to go to the other room, grab the ogre skull, and use my cunning artisan to make it into a shield.
If you want a shield, I have one. Would
It's
you like-
metal.
It's
No,
never
it's
specified.
It's not metal.
most common shields are actually made out of wood.
Oh, okay. All right.
Unless he
Gotcha.
just wants to do his weird bone
I
thing.
mean, Ogre Skull shield sounds pretty badass.
I was gonna say, if you ask him why he's making that instead of taking the wooden one, Tread just says, "It's my aesthetic."
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so you take the time, you go back and you make let's say it's the skin of a standard shield, but it's an Ogre Skull.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Ugh.
All right. What do you guys want to do now?
Does anybody want to go back down to the place with the 2 openings that were with the 4 zombie-ish creatures with the different weapons that we killed to go see where they go?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's backtrack a little bit. We can always
Alright.
come back.
And there's also the whatever this is.
Oh, that's a portcullis.
Okay. Wait a minute. Where am I? Oh no, here I am.
Oh, yeah, we should probably check it out.
Okay. Top door, bottom door. Split the party.
Bottom door. Bottom door.
Always split the party.
All right.
That's
we
how
gotta
people
do it up
end
front. You try the door this time.
Okay, it is a simple wooden door that appears to be stuck.
Just don't heal the door.
I take a swing at it.
+5.
Okay. Let's say you hit.
Okay. What kind of damage would I do to this?
Are you using your quarterstaff?
Yeah. You know what? I'll do my quarterstaff. Sure. Why not?
Okay. Um.
And add 5 to that.
All right. So you take the quarterstaff in your hand, and with great force, you don't swing it. You kind of spike it like it's a spear, and it goes through the door.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I mean, you need to take about 10 to 20% off the front end of that, bud.
I do it again.
All right. This time you break it off of its hinges. It just kind of and falls down in front of you.
Bum rush. Bum rush. While they're doing that, I'm going to come get this top door open. I'm not going to go through. I'm just going to get it open.
Okay. It's
I'm
an
not-
iron door and it's
Let's go.
stuck.
Fuck. Alright, crowbar it.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Come on. Strength check. Boom, 16.
You managed to pry it open just barely. It's open, but it's not all the way open. Like
Okay.
you can see through it.
Since it's unstuck, can I push it open the rest of the way, or is it still kind of stuck?
It needs a little bit more of some oomph to open it.
Are we splitting up?
No, I'm just getting the door open.
I wasn't paying attention, so I just kept going through the hallway.
Back up 5-10 feet, run and just double foot plant kick.
Wait,
He's
is there
doing
like
that
a
well.
pit in the middle.
I fuck up royally.
You rush up and bang, you fall and you just feel your the lower part of your leg just scream.
We'll come back to it. We'll come back.
Got the door almost open, so that's fine.
Yeah. Catch up to the druid, see what's going on.
Who's apparently racing down the hall.
His sense of curiosity got the better of him.
So it appears. Oh, What the hell is that?
Angry.
Is it- Yes.
Is it actually?
Pretty sure there's actually a bugbear.
Bugbear, that's different.
It's a bugbear zombie.
Oh.
This is it.
Oh, great.
I'd like to shoot an ice knife at it.
Was that a short rest or a long rest?
Short rest.
Okay.
May I
So
shoot
you,
an ice knife?
Yes, you may shoot an ice knife. Just
Does
check
that
this-
hit?
Let me check. No.
That's
So you
okay.
summon an ice knife and fling it at it, and it just skitters off of his armor. There's a thing about ice knife, if I remember correctly, that does extra damage.
Yes, even if it doesn't hit, it still has to make a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
What is the dex saving throw I have to beat?
My DC is 13.
It fails, and it takes how many points of ice damage?
2d6. So 7.
All
Oh,
right.
That's nice.
Nice. All right, and the ice shards just kind of stick in some of its undead flesh. And it's just Now it's time to roll initiative.
Oh, dear.
Come on, big money. 18. Look at that.
Plus
Nice.
6 and still in the single digits.
eh?
Come on, Ty. You better than that.
Yeah, well,
Man.
looks like I'm going last again.
Oh man! If the bugbear didn't roll a critical failure on his roll, yeah, he would have been going last. Okay, so 18 for Frederick. Then it's Yowen.
Is that tread has a 9, I think it says.
How are you guys doing the rolls? It's looking different than.
They're clicking on their initiative score.
On
Oh,
your
yeah.
character sheet. Yeah.
Cool.
It's
Yeah.
all fancy pants hyperlinked. So,
All right. Is it me?
Yes, it is. It's the top of the round.
Could I scoot past our druid friend?
You could.
All right, I'm going to scoot
If
through.
I let you know, I'm kidding. You're good.
Come up here.
I was gonna make you roll a strength check if he didn't let you pass by.
I mean, if he doesn't want to let me by, I can just shoot from behind him, but that's his call.
Nah, you're good.
Righteous Avenger. Shit. That is impressively impressive.
That does not hit. He come in, and he swing. Well, the 25 is if he had advantage. The first one is 7.
oh,
He comes in.
Sword then.
He comes in. You swing, and he just knocks the blade out of the way with his Morning Star.
Regular longsword. Does a 21 hit?
That does hit.
That was going to be a measly 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And I quickly realized I should have waited.
You cut into his arm, and even dead, it has that reaction to like and you miss with the first one, of course. It is now Yowen's turn.
All right, I'm gonna do the. Well, actually, there's only one guy. Hell with it. So can I sneak by this guy?
You can sneak by the druid.
All right, 10, 20.
If I let you, no, I'm kidding. You're good.
No sneaking for you.
I was going to say, if he didn't allow it, I couldn't do it, I don't think. I'm not sure.
It'd probably be a contested athletics or something like that.
Which, without a dex modifier, I would probably
Athletics is
fail.
strength.
Oh, okay. I've had teeny tiny bonus in that one.
Yes.
I
I
guess
would-
I get
bad.
athletics mixed up with gymnastics.
That'd be more like acrobatics.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, is there somewhere I can click to just do this, or
You'd have to set up your attack rolls, which I don't think you have set up yet.
oh,
I'm guessing you're using the scimitar.
yeah,
Right. The roaring of the oceans, this cacophonous sound as you swing it and completely miss.
yep,
Was that your turn?
yeah. That's all I.
So now it's at Scala's turn.
All right. Man, I don't have any good spells for this. I'm just gonna run in and take a bite at him. Because why not?
That always goes well.
Hot damn!
Okay. Yes, that hits. Okay. 11 points of piercing damage.
Even Will Wheaton gets a nat 20 every now and then.
No, he doesn't. No, he
I
does not.
saw it happen.
Okay, so you rush in and you just nom onto his chest and take a huge bite of this very putrid bugbear flesh. You rip off the pretty good sized hunk of it, and he kind of stumbles to one knee, and he's looking pretty bad.
I spit it in his face, and then my turn.
Okay, Lundgren, it's now your turn.
Okay, so we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That should work. I guess I could rotate myself like that. All right, so.
Okay, try the hammer again.
Oh, am I in melee distance?
Yes.
He's undead, isn't he?
Is a zombie undead?
Yes, indeed. So it's 1d4 plus 2 radiant for that hammer whack.
If you hit.
Yeah, I know if I hit. I'll try that just for fun.
Funsies.
I'm hoping that hits.
That does hit.
Okay, so. Oh, right, I gotta click the name of it. There we go.
So you come in and smack him, and you just cave in the front of his skull, and he goes limp.
Just like that?
He had 1 hit point.
Oh, okay.
that works.
Okay. And I don't have to pick it up because I didn't throw it this time.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's a door.
Yeah, I wonder if it's
another
trapped.
door. Yeah. Make a perception check.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Okay. Lundgren, you just feel that there's something off about part of this room. You just can't quite put your finger on it, but Treadskala also feels this as well.
It's a trap.
The room we're in or the door?
The
I
room
don't
you're
know
in
yet.
and the door.
Oh, crap.
Okay.
Crap.
I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
I don't know.
You feel something through the northern part of the room as you walk by it. It's like there feels like a hollow space there.
Can we investigate it?
Do I see anything? Like, is it an illusion?
Yes, you see a wooden door where everyone else sees a wall.
I'm gonna check the door. It looks like I'm just touching a fucking wall, but I'm gonna touch the door. Platform 9 3/4.
Okay. Where you see the door is actually right over here.
Ah, boop. There we go. Hello.
All right, you put your hand on the door
Push
and
it
you
open.
push forward, and there's no resistance. It is unlocked.
Oh, okay. Open the door and go through.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Not every time. It's just with certain doors. Doors that are just open and are hidden magically scare the shit out of me. Go down the side path real quick. Hopefully that doesn't kill me.
You're attacked by thousands of ants and die. No.
Anthropic shock.
Been a good run.
Nothing? Just wall?
Nothing.
Damn it. Alright, this way. More
So,
wall.
yeah. Huh.
Let's go right first. Okay. So that's the portcullis we can see through. That's the room we were already in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go this way now. Okay.
All right, you encounter at the end of this hallway a wooden door.
Is it locked?
It appears to be stuck rather than locked.
Crowbar.
Okay, strength check.
14. Not that
You
good.
get in there and pop, the door opens.
See, these are the doors you, oh yeah. You just bust in through. Other ones that are magically hidden? No, not at all.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
Oh man.
left or bottom?
Um,
I gotta move my map here.
let's go. Hold on. Oh wow. Let's
Yeah,
go down first.
Okay. Down. What is up with this door?
It is a wooden door.
Okay. Is it locked?
It does not appear to be so.
I'm just gonna try and open it then.
With that key.
Okay.
No, you said it doesn't appear
Oh
to be
no, it's
locked.
unlocked. Okay, never mind.
All right, so
So
you open the
rude.
door.
Door opens, I guess, or
Okay. As you do this,
fuck.
a, a large swinging block comes down from the ceiling, aimed right for your face.
oh,
A large thing block or what
like
did
a
you say?
reflex friggin' something.
It as it swings down, whatever's attached to breaks and just kind of skitters in front of you. Whatever wear and tear has been on there, kind of really screwed it over, and it is broken.
Okay. Let's do this.
As Yoan passes by the wooden door, he senses another hollow pocket somewhere along the wall.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
perception or?
No, it's just
It's your passive
here.
elven.
Illusion or no?
Oh,
Let me check. It is another large demon face carved into the wall.
Oh yeah.
hmm.
Let's try the key.
The key opens it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Keep going straight or turn down?
Let's see. Let's turn. How much further west do we go before we hit the? Let's turn down.
Turn down. What about the door beneath me?
It is a stuck wooden door.
Try Scully, you wanna get this one?
It hits.
+5.
You just hit it like with like a baseball bat swing, and it flies inward.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's his line.
That's the appropriate use. Not trademarked yet. All right, do we want to go south, left, or north?
Well, what happened? There was some block that smacked somebody in that other door.
No,
Oh,
I rolled a critical failure on that attack, and it just broke and fell at his feet.
But that was this door, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, that trap is now broken.
Okay, I don't really know how this dungeon is constructed, but it seemed to me the way south over here would be a shorter jump than the other two.
Yeah, it seems like a.
Well, we hope so.
There
So-
appears to be a pile of stones in one corner of the room that have been shaped, and it looks like may have been used as a former executionary station, because there are several pieces of rotted rope hanging around.
All right, so we're gonna go south.
Yeah.
Let's go south.
Okay. Come on. No, don't not respond. I need you to actually work. Sorry, this is taking so long. My computer's saying it's not having any of this.
I understand. Where's your viewers?
And it's just not responding. It's taking its time. Don't crash on me now or overheat.
Yeah, mine
Well.
did.
Come on. You can do it.
I realize I only have 2 spell slots at 3rd level, so I'm pretty sure I'm out of that for today.
As a warlock, you get your spells back every short rest, so you're fine.
Oh,
Warlocks are the only ones that get all your spells back at a short rest,
They also are
Cool.
the only ones that have to cast at a higher level no matter what.
and only 2 slots.
Well,
I think elves qualify for that too.
they have shorter periods of rest.
well,
Well,
it's
it
a
appears that
4-hour meditation.
appears that my entire thing is not responding. So I'm either going to have to leave and come back in, or we can end it here and pick up next week, because it is about 11 Eastern.
Oh, is it already?
Yeah.
I think we should maybe come back. That's fair.
Okay. I will duck out and see if I can get back in. And if you're still here, then I'll send us off and expose that area. Or no, this actually ends the call. Catch us next week to find out what happens when we walk through this open doorway.
Uh, it still says we're live, but my pictures, the DM's picture is frozen over.
Yep.
We have so much random shit, guys.
All those swords I can't use.
You can't use them, but I can.
I'm cool with that. It's just that's why I figure that as far as swords went, they're pretty much all yours.
Honestly, I'm probably just gonna sell them all as soon as we find a shop.
That's one thing we haven't found yet, really, that we've made use of.
Yeah, we've also only been in the, I'll just say it, the Underdark for like a day. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's some way I could make a deal with the Wizards Guild I'm a member of to get a bag of holding.
you'd have to
It's
get in
possible.
contact with them first.
Yeah. Which means we'd have to make it out of here. One piece.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So technical difficulties have been fixed.
You know,
Question mark?
Quote unquote.
For now.
Okay. All right, that is a where are you? There's a stone door ahead of you.
Hey.
Do we want to go left first, or do we want to go through the door?
I'd say door.
Door?
We should check it
Done.
for traps or whatever, though.
Let's
It
take
appears
a
to be stuck.
Tretskala. Do your black magic stuff. Oh shit.
Whoops.
You rush up to it and you just hit it, and the entire force just goes straight down the stick into your wrists.
Oh.
Then I try again.
All right, so you managed to hit,
+5.
and you chip off some of the door.
This door is made of stone.
Thank you, Tretskala. Let's try the crowbar. Maybe that'll help.
Okay.
Jimmy it a little bit. Come back. 21.
Okay. You put your crowbar in there, and you managed to unjam it, but it still hasn't opened yet.
Shove it.
I shoved my quarterstaff in to help jar it loose.
What are you shoving your quarterstaff into?
Into the door, yeah. Use it as a lever.
Okay. The door pops open and swings with an ominous
Grinding of stone against stone.
yes.
It's more annoying than anything.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it is, but I want to fucking kill it.
I can only see half of it. Oh.
It's a naked man with what looks like a knife.
Thank you, Florida man.
I have armor and 2 swords. I should be okay.
Okay.
He has the power of God and PCP on his side.
Oh god.
It turns toward you, hissing.
Fuck it. Let's do this. Just gonna run in.
Okay.
You want initiative or?
This would probably be quick.
Ah,
Probably.
You miss.
try and save it, other longsword. 19.
You hit.
7.
You cut him across his naked body, and he's a bit obviously pissed by this because you're attacking him in what the equivalent of his home while he's in the nude, and he manages to attempt to attack you. Actually,
Power of God and PCP.
What about anime? Are you sure he doesn't have anime on his side too?
No,
they're not
no,
the same thing.
just God and PCP.
Holy crap! He criticaled on his attack.
Oh, yes. Let's do this,
Like,
Ricky Bobby.
Okay, so he attempts to bite you, and
I'm sorry, it was bath salts, not PCP.
you take 17 points of damage
holy crap!
Oh boy.
and make a Constitution save.
Oh my!
Let's fucking do this. 19.
You manage to not be paralyzed. He's going to continue his attack action and try to claw you.
Let's fucking do it. Come on.
Does a 21 and a 17 hit you?
21 will hit.
Okay. Take 8 damage, and you make another Constitution save.
Well,
So apparently we tossed Frederick into fight with an angry meth head with some sort of venereal disease.
Oh no.
Yep, this is Florida, all right.
7.
No. That you
no,
have
no.
failed.
For humor.
You are unfortunately paralyzed.
Oh my!
Just right about the time.
Okay,
Guys.
All right, I'm gonna.
You try
I'm
to call
gonna
for help,
shoot
and
him.
he comes out more along the guys, yeah. As you just kind of start drooling and kind of collapse.
Crap! I can't do anything for that, but I can shoot what's his face.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna do that?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. You shoot through Frederick.
Oh,
As
I
he's
thought it was
as he's slumping to the ground, your reaction, he takes 1 point of force damage and 5 go into PCP man.
Oops. Sorry. I forgot about that.
And it
I
just pushes
almost
him
remember.
forward onto the ground, face first, so he's lying against the flagstones of this room.
Well, good news. I can't drown in my own throw up.
Oh
Yes.
dear.
Okay, Tredskala or Yoan, do you want to do anything?
I'm gonna run up and
Uh,
frickin' try to bash his head in.
Okay. That does hit. Okay. He takes you smack him and you feel kind of this break in his shoulder that you hit him, and he kind of clutches one of his arms and hisses at you.
I hiss back.
Okay. Yoan, do you want to try anything?
I'm gonna let these guys handle it. I'm sure they're more than qualified to deal with naked man.
Yeah, just throw Ray of Frost. Firebolt. Something.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah, all right, I'll do the cantrip, whatever the hell it is.
Firebolt.
Yeah. +4? No, wait. Plus.
You should maybe perhaps I don't know if your line of sight is being blocked by Frederick there.
Frederick's on the ground now. The speed at which you cast Eldritch Blast caught him.
Oh, okay. So he's like whatever.
He's now lying face down.
Oh,
Dear.
is he dead already?
No.
No,
No, Frederick is face down.
and yeah, that hits. Frederick, you're having a little bit of trouble breathing because you're on your nose, but you can breathe through your mouth. Okay, roll for damage. You send a firebolt at it, and it singes into his guts, but it doesn't take him down. He's certainly having a bad day now, but he's still up and standing.
This won't take long.
And he turns toward Yoan and rushes him.
Attack of
Oh.
opportunity.
Yes.
Get him,
You
Trent.
may make an attack of opportunity.
Aha.
Oh.
Oh no, he's coming after me, dude.
As he turns, Treadskull just smacks him soundly on the side of the temple, and the inertia carries him forward, and he slides into just at the feet of Yoan, dead and bleeding
What the
and very, very naked.
Okay, now as far as paralysis, number one, we should somebody should loot and examine the body. I don't care who. And
How
I don't.
cavity search?
No.
There's a funny story about
weapon
that.
or
There's a
whatever.
funny story in one of my first things as DM. I had a guy do a cavity search on a zombie, and he critical failed, so his hand got stuck,
Oh my
Oh, that's funny.
god.
and he could not get it out for like 3 turns.
I'm just saying, I don't have any spell or any other proficiencies. I don't think that can remove paralysis.
As the ghoul dies, it's Frederick. You start to feel life flow back into your various bodily parts, and you can actually move your lips now, and you can get up.
As I'm getting up. Thanks, guys. A little slow in the draw, but thanks, guys.
You're,
No
you're and
problem.
just you have this shaking feeling like the left half of your tongue is just numb. Just the left half, not all of it. Just the left half.
I assume the ghoul or whatever doesn't have anything besides a weapon.
He has no weapon. He's just claws and
Oh.
teeth.
Oh, I thought he. Never mind. Okay.
That's the only thing they have for me to be able to find.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Real quick, just to be sure, I want to stab him in the head.
Okay. It makes a nice wet squishy noise.
Oh man.
6.
And yeah, it's dead.
Making sure. You never know. Undead
That
thing.
was a heck. That was a heck of a roll. If that would have been during battle, it would have cut him to bits in one hit.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I fucked up on the first one.
Oh yeah.
Hey, hey, no harm done. I was the one who accidentally pushed you to the ground.
I was heading that way anyway.
Okay.
I think this is a good spot, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, as we end our adventures for tonight, a moderately numb Frederick, as they all stand over the naked and dead corpse of their foe. This by far the hardest they've ever fought tonight, as one of the weakest characters they could have run into. We'll catch you next time to see what other strange deeds they do in this dungeon.